This is the Political Spotlight.
The Political Spotlight is a joke. It's more like a political flop.
Nobody listens to Bilbrey.
He's just a wannabe podcaster. No one takes him seriously.
He is a rude, crude dude that will never go any further than broadcasting from his mother's basement.
Bilbrey is a wrecking ball for Indiana politics.
Grab another box of Twinkies and generic cola, Bilbrey, and get back to your microphone and your audience of nobodies.
The Political Spotlight is a joke. It's
He is like a rude, crude dude that will never go
Bilbrey's a wrecking ball for Indiana politics. Shut that stupid Bilbrey up.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It is the Political Spotlight, episode 719. Today's date is Wednesday, August 19th, 2026. I apologize for being absent last night. We had Xfinity here throughout the day yesterday, working on our setup here at the studio. I will tell you, and I'm afraid that I'm almost jinxing it, but we weren't here last night, as you know. But the last episode when we were here, Monday night, Catherine was with us. We got through an entire episode that night with no lagging, no audio discrepancies, no robotic noise, no buffering. We got through an entire episode as it has been back in the good old days, back when we didn't have all of this insanity. And I absolutely dropped to my knees and praised God and thanked him for whatever Hoosier Technologies has done. I found out actually Sunday night, at the end of our Sunday night show, right as we were going off, I found something that had been happening that shouldn't have been happening, and I clicked it. Stand by. So Kate's going to have to pop out at some point before the show is over. They've got some family things happening. Her I think she put it in the comments, but before we do that, I want to try something. I might disappear here for 1 second. If I do, I will be right back. I just want to let you guys know that ahead of time. All right. Here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to get through this really quickly. This is going to be a really quick show because I'll be honest, I am at my wit's end with this. We had a great show Monday. We've been working with this, and I'm going to have to figure something else. I'm going to have to figure something out because it's really making me really causing problematic. So we're going to get through this. I'm going to try to do it in 10 minutes, and I got to figure this shit out or something. I'm really, really at my wit's end. So okay. Hello, Don. Here's what we're going to talk about, or here's what we're supposed to be talking about tonight. We're going to be talking about the I can't even find the damn thing. We're going to be talking about I'm going to read off an email that I received today from Stephen Brand, reference the communication issues. Okay. Then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the fact that we've not heard anything from the city of Muncie. We've still not heard anything from our emails to Mayor Ridenour from last week. We've sent a couple in now. They've not answered to anything. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what Ridenour has done. And I'm going to then talk to you about a very important special Muncie City Council meeting scheduled for 1:45 tomorrow. Did anybody know about the Muncie City Council meeting scheduled for 1:45 tomorrow afternoon? Did anybody know about that? I know that they properly notified everybody and did all that. Here's the agenda. Meeting set, special meeting for the Muncie Common Council set for August 20th, 2026. Special meeting at 1:45 p.m. Roll call, order of business, consideration and action concerning the continuation and extension of the proclamation of local disaster emergency issued by Mayor on August 13th, 2026, arising from the extreme rainfall and flooding, and then the adjournment. They, of course, won't allow public comment and yada, 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 which it is what it is, but that's what we've got. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my thoughts about all of that. And then we were going to review a couple of important meetings that have taken place over the last couple of days. Yesterday's Parks Board meeting, and then the Board of Works meeting today, and the Muncie Sanitary District meeting. Alva, I know you've been trying to get a hold of me. I've been tied up on a couple different things. If you're still up when we go off, we can try to connect. If not, you can contact me tomorrow and I will be available. So we will get through that. But straight away, I just want to go ahead and get into the topics. So if the gremlins kick in, we can get out of here. So Stephen Brand, Delaware County Commissioner Stephen Brand, responded back to me. Remember, the attorney told me that we would be awaiting them to compile all the information, have the best information available, and that they would be answering my written email and a plethora of questions that they would be responding to with some serious responses, I would think. I emailed them last week after the situation, and I asked some serious questions. What's going on with the police radio, the communications? What was going on with the Motorola tower, fire EMS paging down? Did the equipment go down? Was it all ruined? Was some of it saved? They protected the equipment. It was MPD only responding to priority 1 calls that would have been set up by dispatch, which is part of Delaware County government. I know MPD is city, but Delaware County dispatch is dispatching the calls. Dispatchers and supervisors relied on alternative communications to coordinate officer response. What were those alternative communications things and all of this stuff? So I wanted to talk about all of these things. And the response I got was, well, we're going to look at everything and we're going to get back. Now, you all heard in the commissioners meeting on Monday that Fred Cummings, the 911 director, really did an about face, and he changed his mind, and he came back, and he was very, very, I'm very appreciative of what he said. He did a good job, and I appreciate that, but I still expect a response from our elected officials. I expect one from Mayor Ridenour, because I emailed Mayor Ridenour. I expect it from the police chief, his appointment. But if it doesn't come from the police chief, I'm fine. I'm not okay if it doesn't come from Ridenour. Ridenour is elected, and I expect an answer from Ridenour. I expected it last week, but all right, if he's busy, great. The fact that we are now Wednesday into this week, and I've still not got a response from him or his communications director is ridiculous, okay? I expect it from the 3 commissioners or the 7 county council members, and not getting that is a problem, and we should consider it a problem, okay? So as he told me the other day when he reached out to me, he said, I want to look at what we've got here. And, he said, I'm responding to the acknowledgement of the receipt of your inquiry. My out of office notification was activated yesterday, and I trust you received that notice. The questions you have raised require more than an off the top of the head response for me personally, meaning Brand, particularly given the seriousness of the event and the importance of accuracy in understanding what occurred. Your inquiry has been forwarded to others who can assist in providing appropriate information when the time allows. At a high level, I can say that the backup and failover communications processes in place worked and emergency communications continued despite the flooding of the Sampson Avenue Tower Control Building. At this point, I'm not aware of any critical communication misses or public consequences resulting from this once-in-our-lifetime flood, which bested the previous crest record by almost 5 feet, which that's not true. This is, I will tell you, in doing some of the major research, damn it. All right, you can still hear me. As long as you can hear me. I don't care if you can see me, as long as you can hear me. And I'm off screen for a second, so you'll have to, let me pull this one back up over here. Okay. What the National Weather Service is saying is this was only Muncie's 7th highest flood fall. That this did not, in fact, reach the highest. It technically did not even break the 1913 flooding, and I think that's important. And that, I mean, facts matter when we're talking about this. This was a once in our lifetime storm. I'll absolutely agree to that, but in my opinion, facts definitely do matter, and we have to be aware of that. Give me 1 second here. I'm looking specifically. The totals are for the flood. August 13th, 2026, we crested in as far as Muncie, Delaware County, the White River crested at 18.64 feet. Now, there were places in the White River, both downstream, where it did break the 1913 flood, but in the city of Muncie in Delaware County, it did not. August 13th, we are at 1864. August 13th, 2026. June 8th of 1924, it was at 19 feet, 19.70 feet. March 20th, 1927, 20 feet, 0.00. March 14th, 1933, 20.61 feet. January 15th, 1937, 21.7 feet. And then March 25th, 1913 was the highest. It's the number one still at 22.60 feet. So we were still, several inches below the worst flood White River has seen in downtown Muncie. And not saying this wasn't bad, not saying that this wasn't a horrible event. I'm just saying it is where it is. Okay. So I've been waiting for responses. The response I got from Stephen Brand today at 9:12 this morning said the following. Okay. I'll put this up here so you guys can all see this. Stephen Brand says, Mr. Bilbrey, Director Cummings provided an update in the commissioners meeting on Monday, which I trust. He does this a lot. He trusts things that I'm not really sure he should trust. I trust answers your questions below. Thank you for alerting me about my out of office not reaching external recipients. This has been corrected. See, so that's interesting. Last week, he trusted that I got his out of office. And I was like, but I didn't. But he trusted it. And now he realized that, my out of office was only going to other county people. So if you were coming from outside of the county email system, then you didn't get that. So he needs to be careful on what he's trusting. You know what I mean? I just want to be careful because, no, I'm not done with this. I still want to hear answers from the elected officials. So I haven't had a chance to respond back to him yet. But when I do, I'm going to say, well, I appreciate Director Cummings' response, and I very much appreciate that. But and he did answer a lot of my questions. I still have some that I need answered across the board. So that's where we are with that. And that's all. That's all I have. I don't have anything else from any other elected official in the county, and I don't have anything in the city. So the number one thing that I wanted to get out was that there's a meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do the 720th episode. I will be doing it from the Southern Command. We won't be doing it from here. Can you hear me? Okay. So we will be doing this. I wanted to go through the meetings. I wanted to go through the Parks Board meeting. I wanted to go through the Board of Works meeting. I wanted to do all of that. We will do a special show maybe on Friday to do that, because tomorrow we will be going through the J.D. Prescott stuff, and I will be doing it from Southern Command, so we won't be here because I can't deal with this. I also want to talk to you guys about what's going on here, because we are going to get it fixed one way or another. If I've got to move from here to do it, it will be fixed, because I'm to the point where I can't deal with this anymore. We're going to call it a night. I apologize. I don't like being gone last night, but I just can't deal with this. It's much too much stress on me. It's not a good product for you guys, and I cannot stand to do that bullshit. So we will get it figured out. My apologies. Please stay with me. Please don't. That's the biggest thing, is you guys are going to get tired of this. I wouldn't continue watching a program like this. I'll be honest. And that's what I'm dealing with. So my apologies. We will get it fixed, and we'll work it out. Goodbye.